Hey guys, Tom here. So today I'm gonna show you the Goosebumps collection, and this is gonna be part one, and also part two will be like coming soon because I haven't like read all the Hardline books for now, for just for this time. I said I haven't read the Hardline book. I haven't like finished reading read some like all the Hardline books since I might gonna read them like over the summertime, and especially the most wanted books. That one too. So yeah. So these are the possibly just almost all 62 Goosebumps books right there and here. So here it goes. Let's go. So the first one is Welcome to the Dead House. Pretty classic story. Yep, pretty classic. So it'll be this side. Sarah the Basement. Also pretty classic. Classic. Light Plants Dead People. Well, the TV episode of it is kind of pretty scary. Well, Welcome to Dead House is pretty okay, but Say the Basement TV adaptation is pretty. It's kind of better. Monster Blood, pretty classic. Well, the TV episode is kind of pretty okay, but well, it's a sequel, more Monster Blood, not Monster Blood 2, is felt kind of pretty okay on its own, but pretty good, good. Second part on the Monster Blood duology. Well, the TV episode of it. See Chance and Die. Pretty creepy, kind of interestingly creepy one. About the haunted camera, which I kind of like. Even the TV episode is did pretty good in it, even if it has like some differences between the differences to the books. Curse on the Mummy's Tomb, not the greatest one because some people actually kind of didn't like it. Well, it's kind of not great, Let's Get Invisible. The book is pretty good. Well, TV episodes kind of it's kind of out of pretty much a little too much, Mostly how they actually got the effects during the third act, which is pretty strange. And here's the book that everyone always like recognize alongside Monster Blood, and the book I will kind of show you. Night of the Living Dummy. Also fun. Also interesting fact that Slappy is not the villain, but his brother, Mr. Wood or Wally Wood, is, which is kind of strange that in the Goosebumps movie, it's right there. Slappy is the main villain rather than just Wally Wood. Hopefully in the sequel they should like have like Wally Wood instead of Slappy as the villain. Next is Walk to Camp Nightmare. Just already read this one like yesterday alongside its bonus features. So just there. So yeah, the episode's kind of okay, but I felt like the twist is. I felt like the some differences. I felt like this one's kind of good, like the TV action episode. Well, mostly the twist is kind of the same, but I thought the difference is like in the ending of this book, they actually had some kind of Hollywood type of set, while in the TV episodes they actually pretty much sent to somewhere in the other planet than just Earth. So, or did it have a Mandela effect between the two? Next is Ghost Next Door, which had since if you have read this one. The ending is kind of well. I want to avoid spoilers for everyone who haven't read the books, especially the people who got into the franchise. That it's actually pretty depressing to have like that one character died. I try to avoid spoilers, so yeah. Next is The Haunted Mask. Very great classics book. Very classic. Yeah, and this one, it's kind of looks in good condition except for the back, which has like a little rip. So yeah, so yeah, it looks good kill. Yeah, pretty creepy cover, but pretty great story. This is the TV episode is very pretty much kind of one of the best out of the series, alongside the Living Dummy trilogy, which even for it didn't have the first part, which is this one as a TV adaptation, but they actually did a pretty good job at trying to make that version of Slappy a lot more kind of creepier. Mostly the it didn't even blank than the books. Next one is Be Careful What You Wish For. Well, there's like a major change from the TV episode. That the second wish that obviously the main girl Sam just pretty much wish that just go buzz off in the TV episode, but it's just like trying to get everybody out of don't want to see pretty much everyone have disappeared out of existence except for her and that wishing the wish chick wish chick be the only ones. Well, yeah. Well, I think then the ending's kind of different. Like maybe the TV episodes felt too random, but it's more believable in the book version, which I kind of like. Next is Piano Lessons Can Be Murder. Quite pretty disturbing because mostly the part with the whole the hands that could move on its own without someone pretty much moving them. Pretty disturbing seeing in both the TV episode and the book. Right. Next is Werewolf of Fever Swamp, which is also a classic. Even the TV episode is pretty good. And also kind of strange that this werewolf didn't have any pants or something, because at least it's kind of a little believable in the TV in the Goosebumps movie, which I'm gonna show you. And it kind of makes sense that it looks like it didn't even have can't even have two legs in the original cover of it, which I kind of prefer it, So yeah, pretty good classic. Next is You Can't Scare Me, which is this one's the 2000 around like the 2000s cover of it, which has like the goosebumps embossed goosebumps, which you can feel it. And I kind of like this cover more than the Goosebumps Classics cover of it, which I think it looks a little too cartoonish. Well, this one's is a lot more creepier look. Let's see, where's yeah, it's right there. Yeah. Jim Mr. Topokos did a good job on the original covers of him. Next is One Day at Harlan, also a classic book. The TV episode's kind of good, but there's nothing can trump the book version of it. Very good, pretty good. Which actually pretty much become its own series, which is Goosebumps Horrorland, which I can't wait to complete all of it, so I can do the part 2 of this collection. Next is Deep Trouble, which another classic, which pretty okay. But the series finale of this show, Deep Trouble, it's just kind of trash. While the first one is actually kind of better. While the book version of Deep Trouble 2 is actually pretty good, according to some people. While the TV episodes it's just a disaster. Next is Scarecrow Walks at Midnight, which actually has like a more creepier cover than the Goosebumps Classic cover, which it's just instead of just a scarecrow's head, it's just a kind of pumpkin like, who are you, Jack Skeleton? It's a field of screams. Yep. Also a pretty good classic. Well, the TV episode of it is kind of a little disturbing, but the ending is just a little too different. Instead of the teddy bear come to life in the book, it's actually just a goddamn some tractor mower, just trying to kill the main kids and his parents and his grandparents. and her grandparents. Sorry, it's a female. Next is Go Eat Worms, which I felt like an insult title than just like the title of this book. Homework was never this gross before. Pretty kind of creepy, little gross type of one. Gross book. Well, you know, the ending is kind of different in the TV episode, where the main kid is assassinating on worms. It's just this episode on trying to catch fish, while the book it's like a lot more disturbing than the TV episode because the butterfly is gonna murder this poor kid's ass. Well, I think it's like a lot more creepier than the TV episode's ending. Next is Ghost Beach. Sounds like I'm gonna say like another B word, but I don't want to say that because I don't want to cause the community strike line. So yeah, which this one came out like 2007. Strangely enough, which has advertisements for the Horrorlands and Goosebumps Classics books. Well, the Haunted Mask covers just kind of wasn't as great as the as the original cover, the first one, which I kind of prefer. Well, it looks kind of pretty cool in the reprint, the 2000, I think the Hardline reprint of it, but it's nothing compared to the more spooky look from the 94 cover. Was it came out in 94? Let me check. Does it came out in 94? Yeah, August 1994 it came out. Next is Return of the Mummy, which that in the TV episode kind of put Curse of the Mummy's Tomb to shame. It wasn't as great. It wasn't great, for this one. But its sequel actually put it to shame, Actually a pretty good one, Dead or Alive. Yep. This mummy is actually both, Next is Phantom of the Opera. Auditorium, not opera, it's auditorium. Well, I feel like the original cover of the book is a lot more creepier than this new one because it just looks kind of all spoilish on who's behind this mask because it's just white while in the this guy while another one just has it's covered in darkness. Lights, Keratin, Phantom. Also, it's actually legit be part of the out of print, the forbidden books, which are the out of print ones that didn't get the re-release. Well, this actually did get a reprint. Well, and even Legend of the Lost Legends kind of brought back for part of the lunchbox tin pack. Next is A Night in Terror Tower. Actually, a pretty good read, since it actually takes place in London, which I thought that was a pretty interesting concept for this book. Which I kind of wish that other Goosebumps books have stories that take place in that one country. This one is take place in London, while I think the Mummy books take place in Egypt. So yeah, and I think one of the books take place in Australia, but I don't know if there's a book that take place in in Mexico. I think I was interested in. I think some books take place in Mexico. Next is Night and the Living Dummy 2, which I think this is kind of my favorite, because finally Slappy is the main bad guy in this one. Well, even I preferred the original cover of the sequel, but it looks kind of pretty creepy. It looks like he caused a crime scene, but it's actually red paint. Once you actually believe it, you won't look at it the same thing when you actually think too hard that he looks like he kind of kill someone in this one kid's room, which is, I think Amy's older sister. Yeah. So yeah. Also, TV episodes sounded kind of pretty good. Next is The Horror at Camp Jelly Jam, which I just kind of glad I got the original cover of this than the spoiled reprint. It just showed the purple giant blob as a villain, as a main folk as that in the cover. While this is just pretty not much nightmare fuel to all those for all the children. So pretty disturbing for the original cover. Yeah, looks like he's gonna pretty much he might get a freaking attack you like in the middle of your peaceful sleep. Okay, I think I'm thinking about it too much. Next is Revenge of the Lawn Gnomes, which also another classic. Keep off the grass. Wow. I kind of prefer the original cover because it looks kind of more real looking. While the reprint is kind of looks kind of a lot more cartoonish looking, but this is kind of looks kind of real looking, a lot more believable. Looks kind of real. Someone's been stalking my garden. Next is a Shocker on Shark Street, which in the comics of it, it's pretty much what is it? Oh yeah, in the movie, the mantis is actually one of the monsters in the book, the Goosebumps movie, which has this guy, and also in the TV episode of it is kind of different. But the only problem, why do you have to remove this pretty very badass looking mantis in the frickin' TV episode? Why? Why, Scholastic? Why had you pretty much didn't put this sucker in the TV episode? Because it's like not only make it a lot more cooler, but the book itself is pretty good, and the comics is also pretty better than the TV episode. Next is A Haunted Mask 2, a pretty great sequel to the original, which actually focuses on someone else, on one of the characters from the first book, than just I think Carrie Beth. Because I just want to see sequels that actually focus on the different character, like the Living Dummy books, which has a different character than just the main kids, which are the Powell siblings. To face Old Nightmare. So yeah. Okay. Next is The Abominable Snowman, Pasadena, which is kind of surprised that it got a reprint since the Abominable Snow, the Yeti creatures is actually one of the main monsters in the Goosebumps movie, which I just kind of wish that it was the Haunted Mask as one of the main monsters, maybe as as a fifth main monster. Forget Frosty. So yeah, which I was kind of disappointed. It doesn't have that. The main is always take place mainly in the Arctic, while the third act is the first and the third act take place in a warmer Pasadena or Florida, I think. Yeah, California, not Florida, California. Which I kind of wish that the Abominable Snowman just too much terrorize the city, which I think that'll be a lot more fun for that climax than just always trying to save the main kid's sister by just hugging it and just kind of warming up. Maybe he's sickly stronger, trying to dance to smash ice, trying to burn out the ice. Next one is How I Got My Shrunken Head. Pretty good book. Well, the TV episode is it's actually kind of pretty different, but it still kept its elements, still kept the same beat as this book, which even for the original cover it seems kind of pretty good, but it did, at least in this one, they actually have a little closer with this pretty very morbid looking head. So yeah. Next is Night Only Dummy 3, which, well, not as perfect as the original two books, but it's still pretty good. Well, the TV episodes kind of improve it because we finally have one of the dummies, Rocky, pretty much kicks Slappy's ass, and pretty much Slappy get freaking kill off in the TV episode rather than just getting solved because I think it's not working because I want to see Slappy get killed in the book. Well, it always comes back over and over in every living dummy book in his existence. While the TV episodes kind of did it better with Slappy get killed off by lightning, but then pretty much he'll be back as he'll be trapped in possibly one of the Possibly that got like one of the kids from the book pretty much. I'll see you soon, uh, Trina or something. Okay. Next is Egg Monsters from Mars. Pretty gross looking cover. Which came first, the monster or the egg? Well, absolutely. The chicken came first, according to the Platoon 2 book. Book, are you sure you're dumb? Even this cover is kind of a little gross. Look at it. It has no soul. Am I gonna paralyze you? There no yolk. Next is Ghost Camp, which I kind of wish this and where is it? Oh, there it is. This and the Heart I Can't Get Jelly Jam get TV episodes. If the Welcome to Camp Nightmare gets one, why not this and the Heart at Camp Jelly Jam? Because maybe they didn't have like enough budget trying to make the episodes of this and Camp Jelly Jam, which the book is kind of pretty good, but not Camp Jelly Jam's good. And Camp Nightmare pretty good. So yeah, pretty good read too. So yeah. Next is also the most best Halloween themed book for Goosebumps, which is Attack of the Jack-o'-lanterns, which both this and the TV episodes are actually pretty good, because even the twist spoilers, I don't want to try to ruin you people who haven't read this one, because here's the, come on, I just hoping this has reprint, because I'm just one of the few, I just have one of the few books that have that didn't have that, well, they still had the reprint this one in the 2000s one, but hopefully if they get to reprint this one in 2018, just in time for the Goosebumps Slappy's Halloween book, because maybe have this as one of the reprints, and most of it will be like Series 2000s books. Next is Vampire Breath, which pretty creepy looking cover, man. Just look kinda not so creepy in the original one, but this is kind of already disturbing. He looks like he's gonna suck your soul. Even though vampires can't suck people's souls, but they can drink their blood. So yeah, pretty good book. And the TV episodes kind of felt a little too different, Mostly the ending, which I don't want to spoil yet. So yeah. Next is which is possibly the only one that came out in '97 that get a reprint. The Blob That Ate Everyone. Rated and Scream. A pretty good and kind of a gross looking cover from the original and the reprint, which the TV episode is kind of is not good, Well, the ending is just felt a little rushed from the TV episode, but it's not more explanation, a lot more believable in the book that I don't want to spoil it. So yeah, don't want to spoil the surprise. Next are the only two Series 2000s books. Well, even through I have another one which I had to need to return someday, which are Attack of the Graveyard Ghouls. Pretty good book. So yeah, pretty good. So yeah, and the Haunted Car, which I was kind of felt disappointed that this didn't become a TV episode, alongside Creature Teacher, the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde type of book in the Series 2000, Fright Camp and Fright School. Let's see, Be Afraid, Be Very Afraid. Kind of wish the TV series actually is still. I wish the TV series is still gonna have a few more seasons until they actually kind of cancel off since when Scholastic and Arl Stein's contract with Scholastic is kind of expired. So yeah, I kind of wish for that, but still a pretty fun book. And the last two are just miscellaneous stuff, which are Slappy's Tales of Horror, which is a Goosebumps graphics book, which I think this is the only one that actually had 3 of these stories from read these stories actually got reprint. So yeah, yeah, pretty good read for just be like practically faithful to the comics, which are Werewolf Few Shock on Shock Street and Ghost Beach are actually TV episodes, and a never before seen Night of the Living Dummy TV episode which got revamped into a comic, which if you see that, so yeah, and Goosebumps in 2015 Goosebumps, which it's kind of like felt like a pretty underrated underrated family film. So pretty fun film for watch it for Halloween. If you also you have seen this like in one of the haul videos on my second channel. So yeah, didn't have it eating colorful. Come on, I want my like 2000s era with the very colorful sticks like outside of the colorful covers, because it looks very colorful. So yeah, yep, it looks got a little mess right there, but I might gotta put them back. Come on, move away. Come on, move away. So yeah, that's about it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this collection video, and coming soon, the part 2 of it will be featuring the Horrorland books and the Hall of Horrors, Most Wanted, Slappy World, and the Give Yourself Goosebumps books, which are going to be coming soon, most likely in the summertime. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. So bye.